What is going on, guys? It is Tops here, and today we have a different video, finally. This weekend, I've literally spent Saturday and Sunday just complete grinding. All I've made so far is just unique weapon tutorials. That is all I've made for 2 days straight, and I'm talking straight. Wake up at 7, work till 8, seriously, 13-hour days of just YouTube videos. It's insane. It's nice to actually speak into the mic, like, out of character. In my unique weapon tutorials, I try to sound as proper as I possibly can, because I know there's lots of new people coming to my channel, because the recommended section always has those type of videos in it, so I try my best to sound professional so people are attracted to my channel. But videos like these aren't as important as the other ones, so I feel like I can actually be myself, a little bit more comfortable, relaxed, you know. But as you can tell by the title of this video, we're going to be going over the differences of Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 4, and how Fallout 4 compares to the last two Fallout games. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with gameplay. It's actually pretty insane how they went from the Fallout 3 style of gameplay to the Fallout 4 style of gameplay in that short amount of time. I'm not saying they did it quickly. It took them like 6 to 7 years to do Fallout 4. That wait was like no other. But everything is so much more smooth now. Also, it's a little bit more FPS based. The last two Fallouts, you could definitely tell that you weren't playing an FPS. You were definitely playing an RPG. But now you kind of like forget that you're playing an RPG sometimes, like in some heated battles. Just the gunplay and everything is so smooth and so updated. So that is definitely an improvement. A big topic that I also want to talk about is the conversation system. This is the first Fallout that your character actually has a voice, and that really caused some controversy. A lot of people liked it, a lot of people didn't like it. Actually, a whole lot more people didn't like it. I can see why you would like it and why you wouldn't like it. Personally, I do like it. Conversations seem more realistic than just one person talking, but having a mute character did have its advantages. You kind of got to imagine what your character would sound like, so the pre-recorded voice actor kind of kills some creativity. Also, the voice doesn't fit some of the characters at all. Like, I'll be watching a YouTube video and someone will initiate conversation and the camera will go on their character, and it's like, whoa. So that kind of makes it awkward in some cases. And now that you only have 4 options per conversation, that was kind of a, like, you know, 1 step forward, 2 steps back kind of thing. I see where they're trying to go with it, but they kind of failed at it. Since it's only a few words, you don't really even know what you're saying. You just hope that your character says what you were thinking it was going to be. Now, I don't know when they're going to, like, release console mods, but I know there's PC mods that actually, like, have the quote, what you're going to say, put out on the screen, which is props to whoever made that mod. That's amazing. But they definitely need to change that if they make another Fallout. I'm sure they will make another Fallout. It's a booming franchise. But one thing they did do like really well with the conversations is like the 3D aspect, how the camera pans around in conversations. Also, your companions can chime in on some conversations, and I think that's a really good. It makes it feel more real. And in previous Fallout games and Skyrim games and like pretty much every Bethesda game, there's always been like a shortage on voice actors. Like, you could tell. You'll meet like 5 of the same person in one playthrough, and it's kind of ridiculous. But in Fallout 4, it feels like all the voice actors are new and fresh. I don't think I've met like 1 or 2 of the same person. It seems pretty solid. I put like, let me think, 4 or 5 days in the game, and all the voice actors, they still seem fresh to me. What's next? Oh, graphics. Graphics were also a very controversial topic when Fallout 4 first came out. Personally, I think they look great. It's like, you can tell it's not 100% realistic, but it kind of fits the retro style of Fallout. That may sound weird, but hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. The settlements and the weapon customization, along with all the other customization, armor, power armor, all that was a huge step forward. Bethesda knew what they were doing when they implemented all that. Weapon customization was like kinda introduced in Fallout New Vegas. It was implemented a little bit more with the Gunrunner's Arsenal DLC, but it really wasn't that in-depth. All you could do was add a mod or 2 to your gun. Say, like, just go to the Protect round at the Gunrunners and buy a like scope or magazine extension, something like that, and then you just put it on your gun. In Fallout 4, it's so much bigger than that. And instead of just buying a mod from some robot, you actually can go out to the world and get materials. That's really creative on their part. Also, what they did with power armor was it was revolutionary. Before, power armor was just like regular armor. Now you turn it into like an absolute beast when you wear it. And I like how they have the limitations now with the fusion cores. Before, you could just wear power armor as long as you wanted to until it broke, but now you actually have like a time limit. Like, if you sprint around, you know, it drains faster. All of these real world elements put into the game, I think they did a really good job with those. Now for the storyline. The storyline is interesting, to say the least. Fallout 3 storyline was one of the best storylines in any game that I've ever played. Fallout New Vegas was a bit dry, you know. Fallout 4, I think it's a mix between the two for me. Here's a spoiler alert, and Figure I should say that. I'll put an annotation on screen when I'm done talking about the main storyline, but for all of you who have actually played through the story, keep on listening. So your son Sean, you're introduced to him at the beginning of the game, and he's just an infant. Keywords, just an infant. It's like a baby, you know? You don't really get to know the baby. You can't speak with a baby or anything. Like, I can understand how you would get emotionally attached to your baby because it's your kid. But throughout the story, the main character, the sole survivor, he seems so dramatic about it. My son. I think he overreacted a little bit, and I think at some points he's way too laid back. Because where they went with such like an extreme story, like if you woke up and your kid was gone, you'd frantically search for your kid. Where in Fallout 4, you can just forget about the main storyline. So I don't think they should do, so I think their story was a little bit too, like, hyped up, if you see what I'm saying. Fallout 3, it was the opposite, where the child was looking for their parent, that's a completely different story, literally. So I think Fallout 3 was very balanced. Or Fallout 4, I'm not saying the story is bad or anything, it's just, it has some flaws. Okay, now that we're done talking about the story, some of our viewers should be back. The people who haven't played the story all the way through yet. My recording timer says 19 minutes, so I've been blabbering for almost 20 minutes straight. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video off here. This video was just kind of a test. I'm gonna check my analytics after like a month of this being up and see if people actually stay throughout these kind of videos. Please leave your opinion on these kind of videos in the comment section below. I want to talk about some more things about Fallout 4 like this, but in conclusion, I'd say Fallout 4 is a step in the right direction. Since Fallout 3, they have been progressively getting better and better and better. If you guys like the video enough, I'll have a part 2, part 3, might make this a series. You never know. Anyways guys, that's about it for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. For more videos like this, be sure to stay tuned to my channel, your Fallout information hub. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.